I played Laertes. Laertes is the son of Polonius and the brother of Ophelia. This is a man who very much is driven by his love and his affection for his family. In probably the same vein as Hamlet, he's been, groomed for a specific role for much of his life. He's driven a lot by his duty to this role that he has been groomed for, as well as the affection that he does hold for both his father and his sister. The only scene of the play where all three of them are together, there's a lot of just fun and playfulness and affection in that scene. Like they're clowning on their dad. That's one of the reasons why I find it so understandable that when he learns his dad has what's interesting to me is he comes in and he seems like he doesn't know where his dad is. He just knows that something has happened to him. He's willing to just drop everything, leave what he's doing in France entirely, and rush right back to Denmark. When I'm not doing theater, I am a librarian in my profession. I help plan and facilitate programming for kids, teens, and adults of various ages. So it's a lot of fun. And I am also the co-host of a comic book podcast discussing insane, wild, and wacky comic book stories called This Is Getting Graphic. It has more of an intimate feel. On stage, you're playing to the back of the house, and you're being big and making sure that everything that you do and say is visible to everybody. But with this particular medium, it's just basically it's you and your microphone and whatever soundproofing you have done. The biggest challenge for me with Laertes was probably he is very much an up there emotionally character. He's a man who really he wears his heart on his sleeve. A lot of the characters I played in the past had been like very much more like cerebral kind of characters. They were thinkers more so than they were doers, but where Laertes, he's all action all the time. And that was fascinating to me, to be able to just be like, come in basically into every scene that Laertes is in at like a 7 and then build up to a 10 as the scene goes on. I don't know if you've watched the new Sandman series. Tom Sturridge, who plays Dream, he's got this really intense way about him whenever he's doing anything. And sometimes that boils up into this very telling and interesting rage for this character. Most of the time it's like this quiet intensity. And I haven't really seen him in too much else besides this, but Laertes is a character that after seeing this show, I would really love to see him tackle, because in those moments where he is big, those were fascinating to me. Probably the line that really resonated with me the most was probably he's talking about and so have I a noble father lost, a sister, blah 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 blah, and it ends with him going, but I'll have my revenge. I would love to play Polonius, because Polonius is one of those characters who he comes in the room and you just know you're in for an interesting time. Polonius comes in and he just commands the space that he is in, and I absolutely love that about him. But also, there's so much subtlety about Polonius as a character as well, because like you don't get to be as high up as Polonius is in the court without having at least a couple of skeletons in the closet. He's the guy who comes in, says all the fun things, but has a lot of shades to him as well. So I would love to play Polonius. If you like good Shakespeare, if you like good audio drama, if you like the exploration of a lot of different facets and ideas about humanity and what it is to be human, a play that was written in 1590 something, still able to resonate with us and be still so important and so well regarded in this day and age, is definitely something that's saying something.